Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Welcome to the 2019 Gratitude Project. In its 5th year, Murdy scholars explored the universal themes of conflict, power, change, trust, sacrifice, relationships, and of course, gratitude.
Lieutenant Colonel Robert J. Friend is a Tuskegee Airman and veteran of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Born in 1920, he recognized early on that if you want to be successful, you must make your own opportunities, especially when facing obstacles, a lesson he learned from his father.
My own father, for instance, he came in through New Orleans from South America, and then when he finished school, he tried to get a citizenship, but they wouldn't give it to him, so he joined the Army. When he came out of the Army, it was 1940 when he was finally naturalized.
As World War II began, Lieutenant Colonel Friend faced similar discrimination when he wanted to fly for the U.S. military. Refusing to give up, he became a red tail pilot and fought the Nazis in the skies over Italy. His perseverance inspires us to harness the power we have over our own lives.
Don't give up. And like I said at the beginning, you be the person making the opportunity. You make the opportunity. Don't wait for somebody else to make an opportunity and then you pursue it. That's good, but it's far second. You want to be the head guy. You want to be out front.
Listening to Lieutenant Colonel Friend, we gain many valuable lessons about standing up for what is right, following our dreams, and never giving up. And though it's good to focus on getting things right, we learn that failure must be part of our journey to success.
I'll tell you one thing, if you've never failed, never in your life failed at anything, you haven't tried enough. You do some more things, you work some more. You know what Abraham Lincoln's mother told him? They said, I don't want that bad. She told him, Abe, go be somebody.
Thi Nguyen served in the South Vietnam Air Force and is a veteran of the Vietnam War. When the war ended, he spent many horrifying years in a communist re-education camp. Though he doesn't want to remember the hard labor, starvation, and unbearable conditions, he does, so that we might understand our elders' fight for freedom, democracy, in South Vietnam.
A country of freedom, of democracy, and this flag stands for freedom and democracy. I work for it. I was born under it. I fight for it and keep the country just for it until 1975. That's what you can do to say thank you to your parents, to your grandparents. You still remember South Vietnam.
Thi Nguyen inspires us to work hard, do our best, show gratitude to our families, and never, ever forget South Vietnam. Cảm ơn ông nội. Thank you, Grandpa. Dan Barlow is a United States veteran of the Vietnam War and 3-time participant in the Gratitude Project. As an Army Ranger serving in Vietnam, he forged many important relationships. Serving alongside his team, making friends with Vietnamese children, helping a woman with leprosy deliver a baby. Dan Barlow's stories of building relationships in the midst of war inspire us.
Happen. Gratitude, relationships, and trust. Well, those three go together. If we're properly thankful, it'll make a much better relationship.
That day we learned relationships built on gratitude and trust come at a cost.
To be at home and see Saigon fall was terrorizing. I cried. Most veterans did. Because we put a lot out there, and it was heartbreaking for us to see the South Vietnamese government and the people fall under the control of a communist government. It was heartbreaking. But I choose to focus as much as I can on the positive, which, by the way, is true about everything in your life. See the positive and deal with the negative, but be sure that we can find a solution to whatever the problem is, okay?
Dan Barlow motivates us to listen to, learn from, and be grateful for our elders. And he can be sure we will remember, if we're properly thankful, it will make a much better relationship.
Nguyen Van Huynh is a veteran and former captain in the Army of the Republic of South Vietnam. During the war, he faced many near-death experiences. On November 2nd, 1973, he and his men were surrounded by communists and trapped without food, water, or ammunition.
Bắn nổ chụp đó. Ở trên là nó chụp xuống vậy nè. Bởi vì nó tấn công vô đây quá rồi tôi chụp. Thì lúc đó ông trung úy pháo binh ông không chịu bắn là bởi vì tôi còn nằm trong đó.
And at that time I called for artilleries to destroy my locations because there were too many soldiers, communists surrounding me, and I was willing to sacrifice my life.
His determination not to surrender to the North Vietnamese left us in awe, but also with questions. How did he survive 6 years in a prisoner of war camp?
Ở trong tù học được cái nhẫn nhục, dẹp bỏ tự ái. Bất cứ chuyện gì mình cũng phải làm cho được, dù cái hoàn cảnh khó khăn cách mấy. Đó. Vì vậy mà khi qua Mỹ này, ai muốn cái gì tôi cũng làm. Mình đừng có tự ái cái dĩ dãn của mình là làm quan, là này làm nọ.
In prison, I've learned the biggest thing is perseverance, not to give up, and to become selfless. You know, selfless means selfless means that you are looking to do something better than yourself. You're helping others, you're helping the community, and I live not for myself, I live for others.
Grandpa, we are grateful you survived. You inspire us to persevere and think of others before ourselves. I love you, Grandpa.
Andy McTeague is a Vietnam veteran and 4-time participant in the Gratitude Project. For 1 year during the war, he was stationed on the USS Ticonderoga. When a plane crashed on deck, he learned the importance of trust and doing one's job.
So, the planes would land here, and they would all be moved to the very front of the aircraft. So one of the last aircraft to come in is here, and I'm right here. And I'm underneath the wing of this aircraft putting fuel in. And this plane crashes. And I couldn't run, I couldn't hide. They did their job. This guy's trusting that I'm going to do mine. I focused on what my job was, because there's no running away. So was that?
As a member of Navy SEAL Team 1, trust became relationships that have lasted a lifetime.
I was not afraid because I was with 6 other guys that knew what they were doing. They trusted me, and I trusted them. And I trust them to this day.
Andy McTeague expresses his gratitude to helping others. He and his dog Katie teach veterans to live with confidence in the trust of their well-trained service dogs. And since Katie is a teacher, she's welcome in our classrooms anytime.
One of the best parts of the Gratitude Project is the opportunity to interview an elder. As we learn details of our family history for the very first time, our own capacity for gratitude increased. Through their lives and the lives of the veterans, we learn that sacrifice leads to gratitude, power impacts change, relationships create trust, conflict contributes to order, and trust results in gratitude. From these examples, our own gratitude will continue to grow.